Hello everyone, hello, welcome back to Keeping Up with Chyna. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. This is usually not our setup. If you're not new, you already know this isn't usually my setup. But yeah, if you're new, welcome. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for stopping by. So today's video is kind of long overdue, not really that long overdue because it's only been a few months, but a lot of you guys been asking me to make a video about that, so I'm just like, why not? Just before I get started, I did this, if you guys are curious about how I achieve this style, I do have a video of it. I think it's gonna go before this video, but all I did was that I just have it in a I combined both of them in the back with a scrunchie. That's about it, but they were in the front like this or whatever, but I wanted a little change for this video. So yeah, you guys, so as you guys can see, I am in a hotel again. I actually told myself, because a few months ago I was in Texas for a travel assignment, and I told myself that after that assignment, that would probably be my last assignment for a while, because I wanted to kind of just, you know, get situated and kind of plan out the rest of my year so that I'm not really all over the place, you know, traveling and all that stuff. So, but this assignment came so fast, last minute, like I had to leave the next day, like always. Like this year just been blessing after blessing, y'all, like truly. I can't thank God enough for all these things, all these blessings he's, you know, been putting me through, you guys, because it's been a good year. I have no complaints, like honestly, no complaints so far, knock on wood. But anyways, guys, this is not what y'all came here. Well, this is kind of like a little life update too, I guess you can say. But yeah, I guess so. I'm recording on my phone just so you guys know. So I don't know which way to look. I don't know if I should look this way, that way, I don't know. So you guys might see me look back and forth throughout the video. But anyways, guys, so this video is going to be about why I decided to quit bedside nursing. You guys, I can't believe, okay, now that I actually put it out there, now I feel like it's official, yeah, like for real this time. So basically, you guys, okay, so I'm gonna go back and give you guys a little you know, a little history about me, you know, how I became a nurse and all that stuff, you know, if you don't know me. So I've been a nurse for about 2 years and some change. Yeah, about 2 years and some change, you guys. So I'm still considered a new nurse. You know, a little experience, but still a new nurse, okay? I graduated in 2019, April 2019, yes. And then after that, I got a job as a, well, I started off doing home health, because before I became a RN, I was CNA. So I did that for a little bit. Well, that's what I was doing before I became a RN. So after I graduated, I did home health for a little bit, which was good. I liked it, but of course the pay is not the best, and also if you're trying to, you know, further your education, if you're trying to get a better, you know, better job, you gotta have experience in the hospital, you know, like you gotta have experience, you gotta have experience, basically, you know. And so the goal was always for me to get some experience in the hospital. I feel like I never seen myself actually, like, I think way before I even started working, I knew that I didn't want to work forever. I didn't want to actually work in the hospital for a long time. I wanted to, you know, just do what I have to do in the time being, get my my experience, and then trying to figure out what's next, because like the hospital is no joke, y'all. But anyway, so yeah, so I graduated, and then I got a job around October-ish or whatever. And then yeah, you guys, so the facility I worked for, it was great, you guys. I would say the like work-wise, I feel like my coworkers were amazing. Like, y'all, without them, that job would have been the death of me, y'all. Like, because I worked on the med surg way. And you guys, I don't know if you guys are nurses or you're planning to be a nurse or you've had experience in you know, med surg is hard. Like, it's hard. Like, it's hard. Okay, like, I mean, it's hard in a sense where, like, you know, it's doable, it's definitely doable, but some nights, because I work nights, some nights they will try you. Okay, your patience will get tested, everything will get tested, you guys. I'm telling you. I'm gonna be a little bit all over the place with this video because I didn't really write, I mean, I did write down some notes and stuff, but it's kind of all over the place. So I'm gonna probably go here and there, like, it's gonna be all over the place. So I started off on the med surg floor. I did my orientation, like, you know, and I did my residency and all that stuff, my 1 year residency, blah blah, everything was good. And then you know, almost like, let me see, after like a few months of us starting working, COVID started, you guys. So I mean, at the beginning, of course, we didn't know what COVID was really, so we were just going with the flow, whatever, you know. And then I don't know, everything just changed. Like, yeah, everything changed, and I would say not for the better, not for the better, you guys. Like, everything was just like, now we're wearing the mask 12 hours a shift, and that was a very hard adjustment. And then I caught COVID too while I was working there, and it was a rough year, you guys. It was a rough year, but I made it. I kind of knew, you know, once I was on my own, that I kind of knew that this floor med surg wasn't for me. I kind of knew it wasn't for me because, you guys, it is tough. It's like, especially on my facility, some nights, you know, can be really tough. Like, you can have like 6 patients, sometimes 7 patients. You're lucky if they're all good and stable and you know good. But some nights, y'all, I'll be like, what in the world? Some nights I don't even have time to take a lunch break. I don't even have time to sit down and chart. Like, some nights, well, some mornings I will leave so late, like, yeah. Because with med surg, it's kind of like, there are days where, like, you know, because you do learn a lot. There's a lot of skills that you learn and, you know, practice and stuff like that. But a lot of the things that you do is pretty repetitive. And some nights you would just not sit, like, especially if your patients are not stable and they're, like, you know, having so much going on. It can be a little tough, you guys. Like, it's my last night there. Oh my god, I knew it was my last night there because it was the worst. Like, yeah, I cried that night. I cried, and I left the hospital around like almost 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, and I never stayed that long. I never stayed past 9 o'clock, never. So, you guys, that night was my last night, and I kind of knew. I had a feeling in my gut that it was my last night because it was bad. Anything that can possibly go wrong went wrong. So let me go into, you know, why because you know, leaving and stuff like that. I mean, I kind of just always knew that I didn't want to stay doing bedside bedside nursing for a long time. I always knew that. But what really, you know, confirmed everything for me was the pandemic, y'all. Like, the pandemic. Because I remember when, you know, it started to get really bad, like, hospitals needed nurses like crazy. I saw a lot of my coworkers leaving, you know, to get the travel assignment. Yeah, me, I was scared because I was you know, under a 2-year contract as a new grad nurse. Yeah. I personally, I wouldn't do a contract again. Honestly, I understand why there's contracts, but at the same time, it kind of sucked. But I wasn't underneath the 2-year contract, and I was only a year and 3 months in, so which means I had a whole 9 months left. So I was skeptical about, you know, leaving and stuff. So I was like, maybe, you know, I can go for like a week or two, because I know some assignments were like 2 weeks and all that stuff, 4 weeks, you know, 12 weeks, however much weeks that, you know, you can, you know, stay. So I thought about it. Me and my co-workers were talking about it all every night. We just saw those crisis assignment paid rates and stuff. We were like, dang, like I could be making this and I'm here doing this, you know, like I don't know, like, and every day somebody was leaving, going to do travel nursing. So I'm like, yo, like, and the money was just like, whoa, like where would we ever make this type of money again? When, you know? So thought about it, and then after that last night, because I had a 2-week vacation after that night, so I kind of, you know, just said, okay, all right. So then that same weekend, I tried to get in touch with this company for a travel assignment. I didn't think I was gonna get in. I was hoping I did, but at the same time, I was hoping I didn't, because I feel like if I did get in, now I would actually have to make all these hard decisions that I did not want to make. So I got in, like, you guys, after hours and all that stuff, I got in, and they told me that I gotta be there the next day, blah, 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 blah. And they were telling me the location, the pay rate. I was just like, what? So I went, so they told us that, you know, we can keep on extending and stuff like, and they kept on extending us. And of course, you know, if you want to leave, you can leave at any time. But you guys, the assignment that I was doing, you guys, I was so blessed enough, because with the company I was in, you are supposed to be working 6 days a week. And you're supposed to be working in a hospital 6 days a week, 6 12-hour shifts, y'all, okay? So I was like, I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but I just said, Lord, I'm just gonna try this out and see how it goes. And I just feel like everything just worked for the best. Everything just worked out, and the assignment I had was amazing. It was easy, the most easiest assignment ever, the vaccine assignment, y'all. It was easy, like, oh my god, easy money, I'm telling you. Like, it was crazy. Like, all of us in that team, you guys, we did not want to leave. We didn't want it to end, because y'all, it was so easy. Like, our job was literally across the street. Like, we literally would wake up every day and just cross the street and go to work, and it was just the best assignment ever, you guys. Like, and then after that, so once I got there, whatever, I thought about it. I'm like, yo, I'm doing this and I'm getting this much pay. Why would I go back in the hospital doing so much more and then getting what the minimum pay? Like, why would I do that? So I feel like with all of that, it kind of just really changed my perspective on everything. It changed my perspective on everything. Like, I was like, no, I'm like, there's no way that I can go back making that when I can be doing this, making this, you know? So like, I feel like that really just confirmed everything for me. It kind of put everything into perspective that bedside nursing is not for me. I mean, of course, I could always go back to bedside nursing, but I feel like after going through the assignment and stuff, I was just really thinking about how like, you know, with bedside is hard. Like, it's really hard. We don't get much pay, like, especially in Florida. We did not get crisis pay. I'm not sure now if they are, you know, giving the staff nurses crisis pay, but we did not get crisis pay. The amount of work that we do, you know, as a bedside nurse, it's ridiculous. Like, we wear so many hats, we do so much, you guys, so much. Some nights we break our back, you know, to satisfy our patient. Of course, you know, now they're saying it's the year the nurses, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. It sounds nice, but okay, it would be nice if y'all give us a fair rate, a fair pay, you know, like, so something that, you know, we actually deserve it. And I feel like with travel and nursing, it kind of opened your eyes to, like, you to see like, you know, that, you know, all your hard work, like, you can actually see it, you know, you can actually see it in your paychecks, you know. But why I really did not want to go back to bedside period was that it's just, one, the pay to me is not worth it, and two, the stress, the amount of stress I was in, y'all. Like, it was crazy. I was having anxiety, like I was anxious I was an anxious ball, and I'm already an anxious person. So like adding those type of stress on top of that, yeah, I was a mess. I mean, of course I kept it cool. Like on the outside I look, you know, I kept it cool all the time, but some nights you just gotta let it out. Like some nights would be rough, you know. So like I even remember like I used to dread going to work. Like driving to work be like the worst. Yeah, like your head just starts to like panic. You kind of don't really know what to expect, because anything can happen. You can get the craziest patient, I'm sorry, not the craziest, but the most difficult patient in your assignment might not be the best, you know, because you never know what to expect in the hospital, you guys. That's the thing, you never know what to expect. And it's like, to me, that was very nerve-wracking. Like I would always be so anxious to go to work. I would dread going to work. Of course, once you're there, you kind of have to just deal with it and just do what you got to do. But driving there the night before, or you know, it used to be tough, you guys. Like I want to wake up and actually go to work or do something that I enjoy, something that you know that I enjoy, you know, even if it's stressful, even though it's hard. I feel like, you know, it's rewarding in that I feel good. I'm not really, you know, panicking, not like dreading to actually wake up to actually go to work or, you know, do something. You know, so that's one thing that I did not want to do. And I feel like, you know, if I stayed, I would probably go crazy, because you guys, I knew it, you know, it got worse, because once I left, everybody I knew left to do travel nursing. Most people, especially the younger generations, we all left. Okay, we went to make that money. Like, okay, like I don't know how those like some nurses love the bedside nursing, y'all. Some nurses love it, and honestly that's great, because without these, you know, the bedside nurses, the hospital would not be able to run. Like, it's a business and all that stuff, and without them, without, you know, the bedside nurses, the hospital system could not work, you guys. Like, it wouldn't work. So I feel like if you're a bedside nurse, truly just love it, kudos to you. Like, keep on doing your thing, because they need y'all. And I just pray that, you know, they eventually, after this whole pandemic is over, I pray that, you know, they do see that, you know, we are worth much more than what they pay us, you know, much more. But kudos to y'all, man, because it is tough. Like, and I just could not see myself doing this for 20, 30 years, 40 years. Like, I heard people doing this for 45 years, and I'm just like, how are you still sane? How are you still here? Like, how? Like, nah. My whole thing is, I love, like, you know, I love, you know, helping out my patients. I love, you know, that patient and nurse interaction. I love all that. But just everything else was just, I feel like it was just too much. It was too much. I feel like, you know, management was on you. A lot of the time they expect, you know, unrealistic expectation of you. You got to do this, do that, do this, and you only have 12 hours. Like, there's so many things that you have to do within that 12 hours, and it's like they expect you to do everything and make sure that it's done perfectly, you know, it's done as it should, you know. And it's like, sometimes I like, these expectations are very reaching it. Like, y'all, like, these expectations are not, like, it's crazy, you know. They expect so much of you, and if you slip up just a little bit, you know, that can come and bite you in the butt, you know. So it's like, it's very demanding. It's very, like, I'm telling you, it takes a special type of person to actually do bedside for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. It takes a special type of person, I'm telling you. That's mainly why I left. I was just not happy. I just wasn't happy, really. Like, I wasn't happy doing it. I feel like, and I was so worried about what they're gonna say if I leave, or, you know, and what's next and all that stuff. But I feel like everything happens for a reason. Everything happens at the right time and all that stuff. So I just been, you know, actually just doing my thing, and, you know, things have been working out for the best, you know. What's next, you guys? y'all just gonna have to like stick around and figure out really what's next. I'm a person where like I like to try different things. I don't like to limit myself. I've learned to not really limit myself to just doing one thing, because you never know what might work for you until you actually try, you know, try different things. If I eventually do stick with those plans and all that stuff, you guys will eventually learn about what's next for me. I don't want to announce it yet because I don't want to put it out there yet, because it's not really completed yet, and I haven't really decided completely how this is gonna go down. So I'm not gonna put it out there, but just know that I am working hard on some new things, and I pray that, you know, if God's willing, everything works out and that turns out successful and everything. Burnout is serious, you guys. Like, it doesn't matter if you've been a nurse for 1 week, 2 weeks, five weeks, but you cannot ignore those feelings that you have. Like, you cannot, if you feel like you can't do anymore, you like, and you're just not happy, it's probably just not for you. And of course you can always change, you know, specialties. Of course, I would always say, you know, if you're unhappy with the floor that you're on, I would say try another specialty. But for me, I just knew that the hospital, it was not for me. Would I ever go back? My answer right now is no. But unless they're like, you know, unless they bring back like that old pay, and you know, and I'm just like, why not let me just see what's up, then maybe I would possibly think about doing it for like, not even probably like a month or something. But besides that, I don't ever see myself going back. I would rather do anything else, like, you know, home health, because I love home health. I would do like office work. I would do something like that that's less stressful. I feel like, you know, the environment is more controlled, and you know, it's not too many things going on. And you know, I feel like I would do that rather than going back to bedside nursing, you guys. I just don't see myself doing it, because now I'm more happier. I'm happy to go to work. Like, you know, like, I don't know, I just feel happier. I'm happier with what I'm doing now. Like, I don't feel stuck in one place. I can take vacation whenever I want to. Like, I spent 3 months home, you know, well, 2.5 months home, you know, and I was chilling. Like, I was good, you know. I want to be able to work when I want to work, and not just wait on when my manager you know, approves my PTO. Or, you know, I want to live life, work when I want to work, you know, where I want to work, you know, how long I want to work, you know. I want to be able to have a say in all those things. I feel like travel nursing and just being out of the hospital has really just helped to, like, you know, put everything into perspective for me. And yeah, and I love it. Yeah, you guys, if you're thinking about traveling, I would say definitely go for it. Do your research, find the best companies, and you know, do it, because there's so many things out there that you can do. You can do travel nursing, you can do whatever you want to do, but as long as you're happy doing it, that's all that matters, because it's your life. Okay, guys, this video is hella long. I'm so sorry, because I was just rambling on and on and on and on. It's gonna take a long time for me to edit, because everything is just all over the place. But I hope you guys kind of understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you guys, you know, still stick with your girl. Okay, I'll be coming back with new videos when I really figure out what I'm doing yet, and when I execute everything. I will of course announce it on here, so you guys can know what I'm doing next or whatever. But hey guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys on my next video. Much love. Bye guys.